Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marie, and in today's video we are going to create an array in Python. Also, subscribe to this channel if you like to see more coding videos. So to get started, we're going to open Python, and we're just going to start off with a simple print statement, and we're going to print hello. And you want to make sure that you put quotation marks before and after. And it should print hello. What I want to do today is I want to show you how to create an array known as a list in Python. Let's say we want to make a list of our favorite foods. So we can do that. But in Python, we cannot do space foods. We have to put this right here to separate them. And equals is kind of like saying my favorite foods are. We can even add my as well. We can do my underscore favorite foods. And then we put an equal sign to define what my favorite foods are going to equal. When we do a list, we're going to use these brackets right here. Add the quotation marks. And I'm going to say tacos. As you can see, we also put in quotation marks like this just as we did with our print statement. And then we are also going to add a comma. I'm also going to put pizza in here, comma, and I'm going to do pasta. And then add the bracket at the end. So we just created a list in Python defined under my favorite foods. And we can also go ahead and we can do another list such as my favorite desserts. We can do my favorite underscore desserts. Bracket. For my favorite desserts, I did ice cream. And you can create your list however you want to create it. I'm going to do cake. Make sure you add quotation marks in your comma after. And I'm going to do cookies. Perfect. I'm going to press enter. And we also just created a list. And our ice cream, cake, and our cookies are all going to be under my favorite desserts. We can use a print statement with our list that we just did with our arrays. And let's say I want to say my favorite foods are and then list my favorite foods. My favorite foods are. And then we want to keep this just as we did here where we put our quotation marks. So I'm going to add a quotation mark. Every single time we do this, we also want to section it off. So we're going to go ahead and put a comma. We kind of just like enclose this right here when we put our comma and our quotation marks. What I'm going to do is I want to list my favorite foods. So I'm going to go in here and you can just copy and paste this because that's actually quite a lot to write. Paste my favorite foods. And then I'm going to put a parentheses. Going to print our taco. It's going to print pizza. It's going to print pasta. And it says my favorite foods are tacos, pizza, and pasta. So it gave us that whole array. Okay. Let's say we want to print something fun. Print. Let's say my family is going to eat. Do the quotation mark at the end of that and comma. And let's say I want to say my family is going to eat pizza. So Python starts counting from 0 up. So Python does not start from 1, 2, 3. It actually starts at 0. So it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. So if we look in our list of favorite foods, we have tacos, pizza, and pasta. Tacos is going to be 0 in the list. Pizza is going to be number 1 in the list. And pasta is going to be number 2 in the list. So if I want to say my family is going to eat pasta, we can just go ahead and copy this right here. I'm going to go ahead and paste that right here. To go ahead and grab a specific item in our list, we're going to do bracket and we're going to do the number. Because pasta is second in the list, 0, 1, 2. We're going to put 2 here. And to make this fun, we can also section this off with a comma. We can say, my family is going to eat pasta. Now we're doing another statement, so we have to add our quotation marks. I'm going to say, for dinner tonight. Okay. Parentheses. Press enter. And Python gave us, my family is going to eat pasta for dinner tonight. Why don't we use our dessert list that we made? Let's do a print statement. I can say, how about after I eat? And why don't I go ahead and add a specific food from my favorite foods? Why don't I say after I eat tacos? And let's see, tacos is 0 in the list. So after I eat tacos, section that off. Having. Okay, and then I'm going to section that off. And let's pick a dessert. I'm going to have cookies. What is cookies on the list? Cookies is number 2. Section that off for dessert. Cool. And another cool thing we can do in here is, if you want, we can even add an exclamation point. And we can go ahead and finish that off. Oh, my exclamation point is like way out here. Let's see what else we can do. I'm gonna say print. Oops. I'm gonna say print. I love cake. Is what in the list? It is first in the list. And it go ahead and it brings that up. So you can create an array in Python by defining a list of my favorite foods in Python. We also did another array, and we defined ice cream, cake, and cookies under my favorite desserts. And we used print statements to print out our lists. We also were able to grab a specific item from our list, counting from 0 up. I hope you guys had fun, and I highly recommend to keep practicing with these. They're fun. Thank you for coding with me.